Okay.
We are here.
Is that better?
First game of the grand final.
Alright. OD ban, Zeus ban, straight back. We've seen a lot of Zeus so far, Max.
Yep.
Why do you think he's been so important for these teams?
I just feel like it's a hero that it's very easy to just have such a huge impact on the game. You don't even need to be there
10 seconds remaining.
to coordinate and to contribute to these fights, to these ganks.
5 seconds remaining.
Such a strong mid laner. Even going beat out Viper in one game yesterday, which is supposedly Zeus's hard counter, should be Zeus's hard counter, right? All the nuke damage, we've seen loads of different builds. Or Staff first, Pink Dagger first, we've seen Hail first, we've seen
Dire team
on all of those games.
Right, we just got a couple of audio problems day 1, day 2, but you're cutting out for me a little bit, and that speaker is very loud again.
The second 2 bans here. Bath will ban out the Death Prophet, which
very quick Invoker pickup. He's not for oh Tusk. That's good. Alright. Phoenix, Invoker, Tusk. We've seen Phoenix a few times. Invoker generally either gets banned. Have we seen? I think we saw him picked once.
The one Invoker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the last game of the last series yesterday.
Disruptor.
Unfortunately, we didn't win on that one. He had been banned out in every game until then.
There was a game yesterday where they had Venge and Disruptor. I think it was Bath who had him actually, and they won the game pretty handily with those two. Had great control in the team fights, so this draft is actually looking quite familiar for Bath, but they've generally had Zeus, and that's why Cambridge have banned him out, I think.
5 seconds remaining.
Tried their best to get the Phoenix every game as well.
Reserve time.
I don't know if it was every game that they had him, but Zeus, Phoenix, definitely 2 of their most preferred picks, just like nukes.
Radiant
Push magic
team
damage
back.
down as they can. We'll see if Cambridge has got a particular plan to deal with this, because I'm sure they saw the games yesterday and they have to have thought of something.
No, it's interesting that they banned the Weaver. We saw Weaver go up against Invoker yesterday for Bath, and he absolutely destroyed the Invoker mid, so that was a good game as well.
It's true, yeah. Bath, obviously you have a player that's very confident on the Weaver. I don't think Weaver generally somebody you consider a lane counter to the Invoker, but that game it just worked out so well for him. It's just not something, and he's just such a hard hero to deal with anyway. It's just not something that Cambridge want to have to bother dealing with, so I think that's a totally fair ban.
Yep. Spectre as well, another hero. Didn't actually get too much luck yesterday. He didn't really get going, but very strong hero if you can get that farm on him. Excuse me. Void, another hero that Bath ran into a few times. They were able to deal with him pretty well, but with that Venge ban, I think they're just thinking they don't want to face the Void. That makes sense. Yeah,
the Void. We see him pretty often just in the offlane role because he can backtrack so much of the damage. With a new ability, it's, you know, you can throw all your nukes at him, and if it goes on for any less than 2 seconds, he will just walk it all straight back off, and none of it will matter.
Reserve time.
So not something you want to deal with quite often. That Void in the offlane can just find pretty much all the farm he wants.
So Cambridge taking a bit of time here with this 3rd pick.
Yeah, they've still got quite a lot they could try and go for here. Tusk he's probably going to be a support, could also be in the offlane, so they've got a lot of choice. There's been kind of a mix of bans from all the different roles, and they've already got their mid laner, which is probably going to be the most hotly contested, so...
Witch Doctor!
And I think the thing with the Tusk is you can run him in a dual offlane really easily, combos well with a lot of heroes. I think he's just so much utility and so much gank potential, so I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, he's just a hero that I guess was undervalued for a long time just because of the amount that he can input just for a support. You know, he's got vaguely reliable stuns at the very least. He's got great sustain with a Voodoo Restoration. You know, most of the heroes that have some kind of healing do it on a single target, right? Witch Doctor can just stand in the middle of your creeps and your heroes and your summons and everything and just heal everything up. It makes it very difficult to stop a push, and obviously the ult, especially with an Aghanim Scepter, just does so much damage. Now the Earthshaker picked up a pretty good way to deal with the Witch Doctor. Should always be able to stay at the edge of a fight and save a fissure, hopefully. He's not the one initiating to stop that Witch Doctor panel.
Oh, Lone Druid. Now, normally he's been a first ban. I think in pretty much every game we saw yesterday, actually, Lone Druid was the very first ban. But they've gone for the Zeus and the Venge ban, OD, and Death Prophet ban. Lone Druid finally gets a run out in these games, and we'll see what he's like. They might have a player that can play Lone Druid. I think, as Minnie was saying yesterday, if you don't have a Lone Druid player, he's not actually that strong, but if you do, he is insanely good. So we'll have to see if Cambridge have a top Lone Druid player in their ranks.
Remaining.
And the way that the new Lone Druid works has just turned
5
him
seconds remaining.
just into such a strong hero in so many ways. He can go in pretty much any lane against anyone and probably be safe against it as long as he micros properly. You know, as long as he keeps his hero back and his bear forwards, he should pretty much be fine. I think you mentioned that they were banned a lot yesterday. I think it might, in the Cambridge versus LSE game, I think it may have been Cambridge themselves banning out the Invoker and the Lone Druid in the first phase. This time they get them both, and that shows how valuable they find these two heroes.
Definitely. Juggernaut, very, very, very strong hero.
Reserve time.
I think this is actually two very interesting lineups. Should be good fights between these two. But they will have that split push threat with the Lone Druid. If he gets a Radiance, he can just go off and split push. But I think Bath University have a good combination with these four that they've picked so far. Interested to see what their fifth is going to be. A mid to go up against Invoker. TA ban, that makes sense. She's very strong mid, but there are lots of options left. What would you go for here? If you were Bath University, you want to shut down Invoker?
It's hard to say what I would do if I was Bath. The Queen of Pain is still in the pool. Obviously a really strong hero. Not a huge hard counter to the Invoker in the lane, but a very strong hero nonetheless. And I think a lot of the audience are going to be looking for Bath to pick up the Conqueror in one of these games. I don't know if this is going to be one of them, but there's always that on the table, whether they want to play it as mid or support.
That is a lot of tank with the Lone Druid and the Wraith King.
It really is, yeah.
The heal from the Witch Doctor, and don't forget the saves that the Tusk can do with the Snowball. Once teams started running him as this kind of, like a lot of people, you know, he used to be like a mid or a sort of off-laner, but I think once you started running him as more of a roamer, paired with another hero, he's extremely strong. But Wraith King,
5 seconds remaining.
it's going to be tough to take him down. Juggernaut, obviously, has a decent shot about carrying him, but it is going to be very difficult with the Lone Druid as well. They need another core who does a lot of damage and has some sustain, I think.
What do you think the options are? A lot of the most popular choices, I guess, the Odie and the Death Prophet, especially for those high damage heroes, already taken out. The Zeus already gone. What do you think? What do you think they've got left? There is still the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, there is. I think she'd be good. But they do. Actually, I think she'd be pretty good in this game. They do have a few stuns, and they've got the root as well, of course, from Lone Druid. But yeah, she's not going to be up against any silence, so she could be in with a shout.
This is us assuming as well that the Earthshaker is a support. There is always a chance that Bath run the Earthshaker as an off lane, and they could maybe pick something like a Lion as a support. There's also Lena in the pool for the mid lane.
Yep, there is. It's a Razor. I think that's a really good pick.
Yeah, that's really a good pick. Very good against the bear.
And against Wraith King as well, of course. So, yep, it will be Razor. Not the most interesting hero to watch, but extremely effective against a carry like Wraith King, and against Lone Druid as well, of course.
Absolutely, yeah, and the amount of damage he can steal and deal out can just absolutely wreck through some of these heroes. He can get in range and stay in range. I imagine he'll be building for quite a lot of movement speed here.
I mean, they've also, you can hold people in position with the Disruptor, get a Fissure as well, block them off, and Razor can just stand there taking all their damage. But I think they're going to need to protect this Jug. They're going to need him to get pretty big pretty quick. Because otherwise, I mean, this is a pretty scary combo that Cambridge have got here.
Yeah. Bath as well, though, every hero on that team is a really strong team fight hero.
Yeah.
Every single one, so it's going to be hard for Cambridge to try and actually fight straight up towards these heroes. I think there's going to have to be some split pushing action from the bear in this game.
So, yet again, I am doing the camera, so wish me luck. I've got Bursa on the Wraith King, we've got Kingfisher on the Tusk, 5-7 on the Witch Doctor, Burge on the Lone Druid, and Dizluffy on the Invoker. Who have we got on the Dire team there, Max?
Yep, over on this side we have Old Driver playing the Phoenix. We have BYFD playing the Razor. We have Ollie the Optimist, that's the captain playing up on the Disruptor. We have Spirit playing the Earthshaker, and finally we have Bay on the Juggernaut. So just some some void problems, just some voice problems for these players for now. How do you think this little bit, this first minute or two is going to go? Do you think one of these teams is going to want to go for a level 1 fight? Do you think that's the idea?
No, I think that generally speaking what we've seen is that Bath either smoke into the enemy jungle and try and secure this rune. And generally speaking, other teams have dodged that. In the games that we've seen where that hasn't happened, it's resulted in something of a massacre for one team or the other. It's a bit of a gamble, I think, those early fights. It depends so much on who sort of strikes first or gets the surprise. But so far, there hasn't been a huge amount of that. It's generally been pretty tradey. We'll take top, you take bottom. We'll say nothing more about it.
Yeah, the level 1 fight on Bath is really strong in this game. If they want to level up the Glimpse, they could pull somebody that, you know, went out for the rune back towards it and maybe fight them for it. The Juggernaut obviously very good. The Earthshaker to block people off. There's a lot of potential for level 1 fight here, so we'll see if they do want to commit to it. They actually, in the first game against Nottingham yesterday, they got 3 kills ahead just as the bounty rune spawned. They got like a double on one of their supports and another kill afterwards. So they might be feeling it. They might want to go for this.
I think it's actually fairly even. Invoker's got Sunstrike, for instance. You got the Bongos, they can be very big in these early engagements, especially clustered up like that. But as you say, oh, and here it goes. There goes the snowball. Bongo is dodged. There's 3 men in there. Here comes a nice Fisher. Sunstrike as well, though. There goes the Razor, and that is first blood to Cambridge. In comes the Bird trying to get the fire on them all. They're all low. Well, a couple of them are lowish, but they're going to have to back it up. And Bear runs down there. I guess did he deny the bot rune?
No, he took it. I didn't know you could do that. Did the main hero get the... No, so he didn't get the XP for it. He took it, but I think he just got the gold.
Okay, well, that's nice. He's got a good chunk of change to start the game with, and here we go. Those early engagements can be very dangerous. I think the Fisher just trapped the Razor actually in the right next to the bad guys, but we'll see.
Yeah, as well, it seemed like they did want to maybe take that fight, but a couple with the supports were quite a long way away.
Oh, they're going on the jug here. This is a very aggressive start. There's the Bongos as well. He doesn't have mana for spin. Fisher comes in. He might just be able to run out. Are they going to be able to turn it around?
The Wraith King here. They've got the
Juggernaut gets Sunstrike. Wraith King goes
Sunstrike.
down. And now they're going to chase the Tusk off as well. These early levels, they don't have the mana to sustain these fights. They really pretty much have one spell, and then you have to hope you got the creep wave with you. But in this case, they have to back up.
The Coconut is back up.
Into the jug. He's probably going to pick up a kill on the Tusk. Yes, he does. Is he going to get one on the Witch Doctor as well?
Yeah, that's a nice double kill for Juggernaut.
All action at the start here.
Absolute bloodbath in the top lane. So bottom lane, we see the Phoenix going up against the Lone Druid. This isn't a lane that you see very much. I really have no idea how this is going to go. I guess the Phoenix should be able to find the levels earlier on, but he's being harassed out quite heavily by the Lone Druid Bear so far, so we'll see how that goes.
I mean, the thing generally speaking when you're up against the Lone Druid is you need a way to get past the Bear.
Yeah.
And I suppose, I mean, if they had Tusk, of course, that would have been great. They could have snowballed past the Bear and gone on the Druid, but it is going to be difficult for them to close. They will have that speed from Razor Jug gets pretty quick, and of course Phoenix can get there. They could always glimpse the Lone Druid back past the Bear, so they do have options. But we'll have to see as the game develops whether they can pull that off. They've gone for this tri-lane, Wraith King, Tusk, and Witch Doctor. I think this is a good idea. They might trade some kills. So far they gave the Jug a double kill, but if they can hamper his farm, that would be good, because Lone Druid's going to basically have a great time down here.
Yeah, both teams presumably just want to stay up here and continue trying to contest this lane. There's not really been a clear winner so far. Obviously the Juggernaut getting the double kill was big, but Cambridge did get the first blood anyway, so it is pretty even up here. There's one team that at some point he's going to get behind and he's going to have to abandon this lane, but I don't know what they're really going to achieve for that. Neither of the mid lane is massively susceptible to ganks. Maybe a rotation with, like, from the Dire towards bot lane to try and help out the Phoenix might be the best way for that to go, but Lone Druid already about to hit level 4, so he's going to have the root very soon, and his Bear's going to have tremendous amounts of HP, so it's going to be a hard takedown down there as well.
One good thing about the Disruptor is that if they do decide to go on the Invoker, and he goes and he makes that rotation, he can always glimpse back any of those TPs that come in as support. That's definitely something to think about. That might help them out with the gank. But Razor at the moment and Invoker are pretty much trading farm. Invoker slightly ahead, as you would expect. He's very good at farming now. Oh, this could be trouble for Phoenix. Gonna have to give it the run off. He manages to get his salve off, and he will Icarus dive away.
Yeah, thankfully the root not quite available there. Lone Druid only halfway through level 4, so a root there probably would have been a kill.
That would have been the end, definitely.
Mid lane, we've seen the Invoker farm quite a lot more than the Razor here.
Yeah.
Close to doubling his CS now.
I mean, look at his, he hits for 100. Right?
Yeah.
This is the madness of Exhort. triple Exhort. But when they get going in the top here, Juggernaut, he's got 7 last hits. I mean, it's not what he'd want, but I think it is a very difficult lane for him to get started in.
It is, yeah. The tri lane is now working out in the favour of Cambridge. The two Cambridge supporters are just kind of standing up at the front, right next to the Wraith King, daring Bath to come in and fight him. But Earthshaker and Disruptor don't want any of that, so they're just not going anywhere near it. And as such, the Juggernaut is kind of pulling ahead. Sorry, the Wraith King. The Wraith King is a little bit behind in farm actually, so maybe not. We'll see how this goes. Now there has been the rotation down to the bottom lane. They want to get this lone druid. They've got to glimpse him back. There is still the chance of the roar there. Does hit on the disruptor, but yeah, I don't think he's getting out of this. There's a Sunstrike going out, which does.
I think he's going to be alright. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Great Sunstrike. Yeah, perfectly timed route. Well played, lone druid.
That was the route down into the route inside the trees onto the disruptor, and then a Sunstrike to make sure that the Phoenix went down. That was a nice bit of coordination, and the Tusk rotation as well. Now it does look like that the Wraith King's going to be going down top. He's only level 3. That's the problem with these tri lanes. Even if they're going quite well, you're going to be very behind in experience unless you're really farming up those kills from the heroes.
Sorry, missed that one.
Radiant's top
Wraith
tower
King
is
going
under
down
attack.
in that top lane. Lone Druid now level 6. What are you going to get on this Wraith King? I mean, the Lone Druid's clearly going to get a Radiance, I would guess. So what are you going to go for here if you're Wraith King?
On the Wraith King, I'm not really sure. The build we saw the most often back when Wraith King was played a little bit more than this was probably the Blade Fury Blink Dagger, right, in whatever order. But more recently, it's been the Armlet most of the time from this farming Wraith King, which does...
Oh, trouble for Lone Druid.
Yeah,
the bird takes
gone.
him down. Wowee. Phoenix.
A lot of damage just from these two. The level 3 Fire Spirits do quite an
the
obscene amount
Fisher,
of damage.
Wraith King could be in trouble. He is blocked up, but no, they
not
just...
quite.
He actually was... What?
Yeah, he just got through there. I don't know how that happened.
Ridiculous. That looked like a perfect Fisher.
It did look like he should have been trapped there. It's sneaking his bones.
Oh, trouble for Razor. There goes the snowball on top. Sunstrike is way off.
Completely off, yeah.
Hey, you can't hit him all. I think the Witch Doctor's come down here to just mind the Lone Druid a bit, but he's going to take a lot of damage from Phoenix. Eggs!
Yes, the egg. I think this might be enough to take out the Witch Doctor. He's not turning his heel on. Yeah.
Very nice. And Phoenix can just Super Birdman the hell out of there. There's a pause.
Yeah, Witch Doctor didn't turn his heel on during that. I don't know if he maybe lagged or something. I don't know how that's possible in this environment, but...
None of them can hear each other.
That's why he didn't heal, I see.
Yeah.
Juggernaut about to hit level 6 in the top lane, while Wraith King is only level 4. There's a...
Yeah.
Chance for maybe a solo kill from the Juggernaut up here. He does have 1 point into the Blade Dance. And he has a point into stats as well, so he's going to do a decent amount of damage here with that first Omni Slash.
He definitely is. I mean, Wraith King, he has got a decent amount of health. He's, I think it depends how the luck goes on the Omni Slashes, but if he can clear the wave, then definitely he could get a jump on him, and then Q him and chase him down.
Mid lane. But he's sneaking in behind with an Invis rune here.
Oh wow.
Razor almost went down, but...
Oh, there's the glimpse.
Yeah, that's a nice glimpse onto the Tusk. He's not going to have enough damage, he doesn't have any mana.
Yeah, Razor giving it to him. I think the shot is going to pick it up very nice.
Yeah.
Good bongo show. Oh wow.
No uphill misses.
Yeah. Oh, there comes the Birdman. If only he had an egg now, but as it is, he'd use it on the Witch Doctor.
I think
really.
he might actually have enough here.
Invoker might just burn down.
He goes down, and so will the Witch Doctor. Really well played from Old Driver.
3 kills for Bath in exchange for the Razor. Very well played. They do like this Phoenix, and so far he's doing some top work for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's making it very obvious why Bath prioritized this hero so very much in all of these drafts. They even picked him up in the first phase here, I think, right? And now we can totally see why.
Absolutely.
Just making himself useful all over the map wherever he goes. He's picked up an urn, and now he's got 1,000 gold. I don't know whether he'll want to go for a Midas to try and get those higher levels in the egg, but he's getting plenty of levels already, so
I think it is well worth it, because you want to, I mean, they're using that egg nice and early. They want to keep doing that. It's such a great team fight spell, so I think it would make sense. But I could also understand why, if they decided they didn't want to get it, they wanted to push something nice and early. But we'll have to see. They've got the Midas up on the Lone Druid now, of course. Had that for a while. Wraith King still level 4. Not really getting much, but I think he's still useful enough that you can you know, you're not going to say that he's having a bad game. That stun is enough. His ult is also very good. Combos well with the Witch Doctor ulti, I think. We'll have to see if he can get something going. Oh dear, trouble for the Lodro, but there he gets that roar off, and off they go for a second. Gonna chase him down. There goes the egg.
Here, the egg kind of in a weird position down here. It's not going to get any kills.
I think it's just going to reset the fight. Sometimes, you know, you don't necessarily want to level one egg under the tower and just get punched down. He just reset the fight there for a sec. But can they get something on this Earthshaker? He's going for that bounty. He's been caught by the Wraith King. Does he have any help? He's going to grab that bounty and try and run out of there. There goes the snowball. Traps him in, and Wraith King, that'll help a lot. Picks up a kill.
Yeah, he got the level 5 from that too, so he's getting close now. At the top lane, he was kind of at risk of this Juggernaut, but now that he's rotated away, found one more level, soon enough he should be fine to return and fight against this Juggernaut without too much risk. Obviously, losing the level 1 reincarnation is very bad, but it's still better than dying.
Got a Midas on the Invoker as well. So even a game with all these kills, 9-6 in the first 9 minutes, it seems that it's been pretty aggressive in these lanes. He's still managed to pick up that Midas, as has the Bear. So do you think this puts Bath on any kind of a timer here, or they're up against a lineup like this, or do you think they're reasonably happy with the way things are going so far?
I think they will be happy about how things are going so far. I think they have kind of taken control in this laning phase quite well. They've had some good rotations, but you're totally right. They are on a timer. They need to figure out exactly how they're going to group up and push, how they're going to deal with these heroes. And we'll see what they want to do about that. There's not really any big timings. As for items, there's only really the Earthshaker Blink as the huge item that will be picked up sometime early.
Yep.
Other than that, I'm not really sure what they're going to be looking for. Wraith King now does hit level 6.
He's got his 6. Definitely needed that. Oh, drop in the mid here. Razor. Ooh, gets Bongo, gets Ice Shards.
Oh,
in goes the triple.
Off again, but I think he will be going down again. Now we're going to see
there's a nice egg.
A nice zoning egg there.
They do get the root on the Earthshaker, but this explosion is going to cause some trouble. And they're going to back it up. Nobody dies.
Yeah, that was a nice little support play by the Phoenix there. He's and a nice little self-sacrificial play to make sure that the Razor doesn't get shut down even more than he already has. He's only got 30 CS by the way, as opposed to the Invoker's 52. There have been a couple of rotations to try and help him, but mostly they just seem to have helped him to not die but not really achieve anything else. Yeah,
he has died twice. Invoker, of course, 3 kills and has died once, so I think the Invoker's just having the better of it at the start here. Wraith King, as you said, now level 6. Being given a little bit of time down here to farm, but it's not great farming up against the Phoenix. He gets those spirits on you, suddenly you can't do anything. So I'll be interested to see if he does go blink, or if they decide to try and help. They're going to go on it here. There's a glimpse, really nice. That's the power of Disruptor, traps him in, manages to get a stun off, but they do pop his ult.
Reincarnation gone, and Blood Druid is running in now. He wants to find something.
That slow,
a stun available in 1 second, but the fissure was fantastic.
Nope. Yeah, perfect fissure. Really good stuff there.
Yeah,
and,
just stunned him.
For popping his ult, 246 seconds. You explain that to me, Max. How is that fair? They're going to go and try and punch the Phoenix, but I'm not so sure about this. They trap him in.
Static
Bongos.
Onto the Wraith King, but the Bongo's stopping anyone from doing any damage. The Coconut.
Utterly ridiculous. What a spell. I love me some Witch Doctor.
Yep, it's pretty decent. It's okay. We do see the Invoker. He's got his Midas and he's more than halfway to his Yule Scepter now, so the combos are going to start coming out from him. He's got the Yules into the Sunstrike and eventually a nice big meatball.
Yep, he's got that movement and that mana regen as well.
And I think Wraith King is going to be going down here. Yeah, no one's going to save him from this.
Wow. These eggs have been really good at either stopping a fight or winning a fight.
Yeah.
He's used them very well so far.
Absolutely. He is 5-1-0 right now. He's just had such a huge impact on this game.
Got that Midas as well. And really starting to prove that this Phoenix is a big old pick for Bath here. 10-6 they lead. Let's have a look at some graphs. And Bath, yeah, 1,500 gold lead, and oddly enough, Cam, that'll be those Midases, giving them a slight XP lead.
Well, the Druid is, I don't know if he wants to gather up and push somewhere. All the Dire Towers are still alive against the Forge Spirits and, you know, the Voodoo Restoration and the Lone Druid Bear. They haven't gathered up for any push yet. I don't know if they want to wait until they've got some stronger fight to make sure, you know, if Bath throw themselves in defense, they can actually deal with it. But you catch a root on an Earthshaker illusion there.
They did.
Juggernaut top lane, he's got his Battle Fury and he's had to just farm up some neutrals for now. He's not been that involved in the rotations. He's kind of just stayed in the top lane and got as much as he can, and he's almost at 100 CS now. So
I think that's exactly what he wants. He's got his Battle Fury. I think he would have liked some stacks to go and farm, but as it is, there's a bit more importance placed, I think, by Bath on the rotations, trying to shut down Cambridge's lanes as much as they can. And they've done that well, and Jug with his Battle Fury should be able to now farm pretty safely.
what do you think the next item is going to be? We quite often see Juggernauts buying the Blink Dagger after the Battle Fury. Do you think that's going to be a good idea this game to just follow in on the initiation from everyone else? Yeah,
I do kind of like it. I think it would be good if they got maybe a basher on him or something like that, but I think above all,
Static Storm onto him.
Yeah,
He's not actually going to die, he gets out of it.
Okay, there goes the jug.
Oh, the Omni Slash dodge with a snowball.
You've got to be kidding me, fantastic. There's one of the abilities in Tusk that people underestimate. They managed to glimpse the Druid back, but the Bear is still an issue. Oh, cold snap.
There's a regen rune here.
Regen rune, the timing, are they going to be able to get something here from the Bear? They're going to steal some damage from the Bear, is able to get away. Razor, and, well, nobody died. Oh, there's a circle, but Witch Doctor just able to walk out of it. He TP's away.
Top lane, the Lone Druid probably going to go down here. He's got the spirits on him, and the egg is nearby. He's got 160 health left. It just about gets out. Oh, but he flies over. Nice. He's got an Erd on him, and they take him out. Is Phoenix going to be going down here? Yeah, the Phoenix loses the spree, unfortunately, at the end, but they do take down the Lone Druid in return.
Yep. That's a lot of money for Witch Doctor.
It is, yeah.
I guess it's better than that money going to, say, Invoke or Tusk or something, but he's got the Yules now. They're going to go and push mid out a little bit. Meanwhile, Pop, Jug and Razor taking down that tower. I think it's interesting that these fights are taking place mainly with Earthshaker, Disruptor, and Phoenix. The Jug, when he turns up, he got a kill. He's got 3 kills. He's got his Battle Fury. He's farming well. So it's pretty much, I think, what Bath would want from that fight. But Cambridge, of course, they do have that potential late game. I think they've got a very, very scary team with the Invoker, Lone Druid, Wraith King. Not to mention Tusk and Witch Doctor, 2 of the best supports around.
Yeah, Bath, like you said, they're just on a really, really tight timer here. It's going to be difficult for them to get far enough ahead based on how this game is going so far. Obviously, the Phoenix can only really do so much. Eventually, the Alacrity on the Invoker and probably an Assault Cuirass on the Lone Druid there is just going to mean that it's going to be super easy to kill the egg, and once that's the case, the teamfight potential of Bath drops quite significantly.
They do have good control with the Disruptor and the Earthshaker. I think that is one thing you could say. But Razor trying to steal a bit of damage from the Bear. Gets ulted up by Invoker. Nice fissure though.
Nice fissure. Stops the combo.
But these snowballs are doing a lot of saves. They're going to smash under the tower.
Bring him all the way in, and the Sunstrike will hit this time.
The bomb goes to Witch Doctor.
The Omni Slash is going through explosive.
Couldn't get the echo off. Trouble for Jug too.
Yeah, and the spin won't help you here, buddy.
Oh, here comes the Earthshaker to clean it up, and Phoenix Egg as well. This is a messy old fight. Earthshaker actually fought back for that. They're going to try and track down the Lone Druid. Can they get vision on him? This Bear.
Oh, he's going to try and get the Bear instead.
They are going to kill their Bear. They're going to find him. They just couldn't get the Lone Druid, but they do kill his Bear. That's 300 gold. And, well, with the buyback on Earthshaker, I guess that's more or less an even fight. Cambridge did lose 3, but a fantastic Witch Doctor ulti. And they got the Jug as well. They got the Jug.
They did, yeah. The Omni Slash is not doing quite as much as he was hoping there. I mean, when you have the Battle Fury and you have the level 2 Omni Slash, you want to be able to hit as many times as you can, cleave through loads of Yo's, nice big crits, but just didn't turn out to be enough there. Unfortunately, there was nothing left to cancel the Witch Doctor ult, and Juggernaut was trying to spin away, but that won't help you there. So, yeah, really good play. Now we see on the Phoenix, he's picked up a Necronomicon. He's just got it at level 1.
Interesting.
We do quite often see the mech pick up on the Phoenix, but I don't know if there's anyone, is there even anyone on the team going for the mech this game? No, it doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, interesting. I think, I don't know, I guess they got it for a bit of push. They may be kind of lacking in some of that, so.
Yeah, they do already have quite a lot of control, so another Phoenix item I guess is quite common is the Yule Scepter, but just like we said before, they're on a timer, they want to get the push on as early as possible, and their team isn't great for it, so if they can make up for that in some other ways, i.e. with some Necrobugs, that should be able to help.
Also, I guess the Invoker Ghost Walks or whatever, you can always, use a Necrobook 3 creeps to spot him, that kind of thing maybe.
That's a good point, yeah.
And of course, the mana burn on the Wraith King, that's good too. Maybe
Oh
see
yeah,
if
I
they
never
can
thought about that.
stop that ult. So a good utility item for them in this game.
Yeah, some nice bits of itemization here. The Disruptor is looking to pick up a 4-staff, he just needs the recipe now. Lone Druid top, farming from Storm. What's he got on the bear right now? He's
getting a
Where's all-
Maelstrom.
Oh, okay, he's
Blink
picked that
on
up.
Wraith King, so he did go for the Blink first. I think that's good. This gives him a lot of initiation potential. Then they
Radiant
can come in with the
structures
bear,
are
Witch Doctor ult as well behind that. Do a lot of damage. Here he goes on, the Razor, they get the stun off, but
The Snowball is following in, but there's a really good Static Storm and into the egg.
Perfect play to Disruptor and finish. There's the glimpse right back to the egg. Big trouble for him. Echo Slam as well. Managed to get the punch on the Earthshaker, but the Tusk
no
is going to
one's
take
dying.
down. Jug in trouble though. They managed to get the Tusk, but that's it. Wraith King trapped the wrong side of that Fissure. It's just Disruptor and him dueling it up, but I'm not sure he'll be able to do much. Nice bongo. Might just catch the Disruptor out. It does. Jug has to disengage, so that looked like a really good fight for Buff, but then of course that Wraith King ulti means that any trade involving him, he'll be right back.
Yeah, the Omni Slash not... I don't know who that was on, but it didn't seem to do anything during that fight. I don't know if it was onto the Invoker and he Ghost walked out. I actually have no idea how that fight didn't go so much better for Bath. They got the Static Storm onto 2 heroes, they got the egg on top of it. Somebody was saved by the Snowball as well, so there was really good play there by the Tusk, but it just looked like it was going to be so good for Bath, and it ended up as a bad trade for them. They lost 2 and I think Cambridge only lost 1.
Yep. Those the Snowball saves are absolutely huge. If you have a good Tusk, he's going to be getting a mech as well, so he's going to be the team sort of medic with the big saves.
Witch Doctor not even bothering to go for the Glimmer Cape this game. He's got the point booster and he's just going to go straight into the Aghanim Scepter as early as he can, tanking up for now so he can last a bit longer through these fights and, you know, heal people up a bit more with the Voodoo Restoration.
I think it's purely because the ways that Bath have to interrupt it, it's basically Fissure and what else? What other ways could they?
I mean, there's the silence from the Static Storm, there's the egg going off, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, they glimpse the Witch Doctor right back into trouble here. They're just going to give him a punch down, a lot of damage, and they Super Birdman out of there. Nice pickup.
Yeah, I like to see that using the ults off cooldown, these low cooldown ults as often as you can, just to make sure you get a kill. It doesn't really matter who it's on as long as you're achieving something somewhere around the map. Nice little group up from heroes there. Earthshaker in the jungle, he's getting pretty close to his Blink Dagger now, just trying his best to kill off these Hellbears. Yeah,
it's completely different when you do get the Blink on Earthshaker. It feels like you can really do your job, getting behind the teams, splitting them up, and of course the Blink Echo, which is going to be really big for them in this game. Oh, be careful here.
Yeah, the Echo. Go on.
Sorry, I was just going to say he's messing with the Jug a little bit, but...
Yeah, it does have the phase boots and also the Yasha, so he's moving pretty fast now. He should be able to escape unless...
There is a bit of a rotation up here. I think he's noticed that. He's just going to clear off out of lane. But bearing in mind, they've only lost the 1 tower. So Bath they've done well to sort of take all the outer towers of Cambridge, and now I think Cambridge are going to decide it's time to start pushing.
Yep, Cambridge have got plenty of attack speed on the bear now. They've got the Midas and they've got the Maelstrom. Got another 2,000 gold in his pockets as well.
Wraith King has that armlet, and 4-star finished on Disruptor. It's around this 20-minute mark. You tend to see heroes tend to finish that one sort of second item that they need, and then it's Fight Club.
Yeah, the SMY nearly finished by the Juggernaut. Gonna help him survive, gonna help him move around these fights. Now there's 2 heroes waiting up here to try and cancel this push top. Just Earthshaker still really close to his Blink Dagger, somehow still hasn't found it. He rotated down bot for something, I think just to push out the wave. He could really use this in the top lane right now. It could just add so much to the already super potent team fight. And I don't think they're going to stop this Druid from taking this tower. I think they're just going to have to abandon it.
Standard Druid play. Bear does all the work. Druid takes all the credit. Ducking.
And now I don't think they're going to have a cancel here. There's actually going to be a glimpse, so they got it.
But they've got to be careful. This bear is all over them.
Yeah, they didn't have enough lockdown to there any longer. I don't know if they could have maybe 4 staff forwards and got the Static Storm.
Oh, the
Slash.
straight kill that bear.
Yep, they got the money for the bear, which is still really important on its own. But obviously they were looking for the lone druid himself there. You know, vaguely unlucky bounces there, but still they should be somewhat happy with that.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Earthshaker has his blink now.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Bear scares the hell out of Disruptor, he runs for it.
And Invoker has picked up the blink after of his own, so the Yule's blink, great mobility, great, you know, potential to make the big plays. I imagine it's going to be the Aghanim Scepter next for him, but we'll see what he actually does go for.
I hope so.
He's not got very many points in the Wex yet. He's maxed out the Exhort and he's got 4 points into the Quas, so as he takes more points in Wex, a few more points in Wex, I imagine that Aghanim Scepter will be coming up and he'll just be doing some crazy plays in these fights, trying to outdo the team fight of Bath.
Razor's got a Blade Mail phase boost, another Midas, of course. What do you get next here on Razor? What are you thinking?
On the Razor, really, I don't know. The Blade Mail is an interesting pickup. He's not got that high health. Blade Mail generally best on heroes that are going to take loads of damage. And
yes.
I don't know if people are going to be that bothered about focusing down the Razor. I'm kind of confused about this build. He does pick up the Ogre Club, and I presume this has got to be for an SMY, because if he picks up a BKB, that's going to reduce the damage that the Blade Mail is going to do in return. I presume it is going to be the SMY, but we'll see.
Oh,
now the Witch Doctor.
Witch Doctor getting
wow.
picked up.
Just gets wrecked by the Earthshaker. Old Driver trying to save him with the Sunray there, but it doesn't do quite enough.
But just able to escape. Invoker giving chase. Has that Yules, of course. Oh, he just drops a
Necrobook drop. That's a nice way to drop the blink, to stop the blink, sorry.
Get him, boys. Wraith King armor blink. And quite a bit of money, actually. I wonder what he's going for here.
Oh, the Wraith King? Yeah, I'm not really sure. He would maybe be a better target to, or a better character to pick up Blink Dagger on. I'm not sure if he...
The Blade Mail, I think.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't know if it's a bit late for that, but there is the potential to return so much damage here.
There is, yeah.
Now they're
going to try and catch him out here.
They've seen the Druid
there's that
pinging him out. A nice roar onto the Juggernaut, and he doesn't really have a way to catch up, but the Glimpse actually brings him back. Really nice. They're not going to be able to get out, and the Lone Druid isn't going to get out of this one.
Yep.
That's a nice pick off. Didn't even have to use any ults for that. Everything's still there, so if they want to go for a push, if they want to go for a fight.
That's why, I mean, I think if you're on top, Disruptor is so good. If you can go and get a gank on someone, he's so good at that catch that he's got. He's always going to bring him back. Very hard to get away. And I think it's a really good counter to the Lone Druid. You know, you might not be able to get past the bear, but you can bring the Druid back to you. That's really big for them.
So it's a Sanj pickup onto the Wraith King. I guess he's just going to be going for an SMY as well. I don't imagine the Halberd is going to be a particularly big one to pick up this game.
I guess it might be kind of handy on the Razor. He steals the damage, he can't attack, or the Jug, but yeah, we'll have to see.
So there is a Roche attempt by the Dire here, but Cambridge, without the Lone Druid, probably know that they're not going to be able to fight this, even if they do know that it's happening. So Wraith King is just going to farm up some neutrals. They are kind of poking their heads over, but this Roche is going to be going down before they can actually do anything about it.
Roche bash though. They're going to steal the kill. No, they didn't. Razor gets the Aegis.
Yeah, the Forge Spirits did go in there, maybe hoping to deny the Aegis, but didn't quite find it.
Trying to get that Sunstrike steal kill on the Roche, but no.
But Invoker is going for the Ags. He only needs another 400 gold to get that. And maybe this is when Cambridge are going to really feel powerful and confident that he's got the meatball, which will just do loads and loads of damage. If they can get the combos together, Witch Doctor is close to level 11 as well, so he'll be doing a lot more damage. He is also close to his Ags, 1500 gold up. Cambridge very soon are going to experience quite a big power spike, and Bath need to take advantage of this a little bit of time before then, when they can really take control of these team fights.
AC almost done on the Lone Druid. This is the problem that Bath are going to have is, I mean, they've got Aegis. I think they might just think we've got to try and push Arax here or something. We can't just take a tower because Lone Druid's just going to outpush us eventually. He's getting to that stage already. Once he gets the AC, there's going to be big trouble for them.
Yeah, although the AC is going to be picked up by the Juggernaut as well, he only needs the large armor item without the plate mail. He's going to be getting a counter AC.
Dire's top
They're just going to go for it.
Yeah, they want it. There's Lone Druid pushing out the top lane. He's going to take this tier 2 in no time, so they need to make sure that they make this bot lane trade worth it. They are doing a lot of damage to the tower. The Fortify is already popped, and all of the Radiant have already returned themselves into the bases and linked forward by the Wraith King. The stun goes onto the Juggernaut. He's still got the stun, he's still got the Omni Slash, and the egg right to the front there. Just trying to force them back, but this will give Cambridge a chance to reinitiate here without fear of that egg. And there's 3 people in that snowball, but the combo kind of went wrong onto the Riz there. The meatball got stopped, and now the Omni Slash. Tusk takes out. Wow, the Earthshake
combo. Tusk buyback, Witch Doctor buyback. Judd trying to get out of there, but Wraith King is chasing. Oh yeah, he gets him. Judd down. He's there for 68. They're going to get the Phoenix
Razor
as
is
well.
coming back up at the back lines, but he's not going to be able to do enough here.
He's eating a Witch Doctor ulti.
Pops the Blade Mail, but it doesn't damage the Witch Doctor. And
well, they lost 4 for a tower, but they did force out a couple of buybacks as well. Oh my goodness!
Wow!
Earthshaker picked up a kill on the Invoker in the back line. They're going to try and make him pay for it.
I don't think they're going to catch him here.
Dodges the
He's
shot.
going to try to be in a way, but he's going to get punched. Oh, he doesn't see him!
Kingfisher didn't see him. I don't know how, but he didn't see him. And he goes straight top to push that out. Well, that was a pretty even trade, I'd say there. Eventually, yeah, with the Earthshaker picking that up. Gets a 4-star from out of it too. Let's have a look at the XP graph.
I've just looked as well, and I can't believe how even this is. The
it is very even, yeah.
Now very even.
Half an hour. There's only about 1 or 2k in it total.
The gold hasn't gone more than 2,500 in advantage of either of these teams at any point in this game. And I think maybe that's quite a bad thing for Bath at this point. We see the Juggernaut, who's farmed pretty well, but the Phoenix, she's got the Necro 3, and the Razor has got a Blade Mail and just a lot of money hooked up into the Midas, and he's soon going to get a BKB. But
there's this S&Y finished on Wraith King.
Yep,
just
and
get
the
that
AC
attack speed and that mobility with the blink as well. He's just going to be running around stunning people. I think it's pretty good. Let the bear do the damage.
AC finished on the Juggernaut as well. I don't think he had it for that fight. I don't know if it really would have made any difference. I don't think so. The one thing in these fights is just that I don't think the Omni Slashes have been doing enough. They've been like kited away by the bears a bunch of times. I think maybe one was cancelled by an Invoker going invis. A big Omni Slash during these could just do so much work, and unfortunately they just haven't been now.
I mean, you've also got the Snowball to save. It is very difficult.
There's another one, yeah.
He's playing around that, getting the AC so he can just become the Punch Lord. But we'll see what Cambridge can get going here in response. Did lose that tower, of course, but I mean, if this was Bath losing a tower, you know the Lone Druid can just go and finish that rack solo. They do need to play as 5. They lack that strength to push solo, I think.
Yeah, if there is an attempt at split pushing, both teams are trying to take a racks. They, like you said, they only need to leave the Lone Druid out to push, and he will push as fast as the whole rest of this team, and Invoker can just throw out so many spells to control and delay the fight. The Deafening Blast, the Disarm from that. It's going to be very difficult to actually commit to any push from either teams, or from Bath here, and stop Cambridge from doing it.
Leaving the Lone Druid alone up here. They're going to try and push this racks.
Yeah, there's no Fortify here from Cambridge.
That AC doing work. Nice tornado though. Catches 3 people
right over the top of 3. Nice combo there. The Disruptor is going to be
He's
gone.
Down. Razor in trouble too. They do get an egg off, but that Witch Doctor ulti punishing this Judd. He can't do anything with that cold snap too. The egg comes back. Judd down. Phoenix can only try and run away. Meanwhile up top, Lone Druid. Oh, they get the Echo Slam, but he's taken one of the racks. He's going to manage to kill the Disruptor. Disruptor's dead for 62.
He's probably going to get the Earthshaker as well. He's trying to do as much damage as he can.
He's going to get the Earthshaker, sends in the bear on him, and Tangle. Root!
He's chasing back up. That's the 4-stab here. He's going to try and turn. He's going to get the kill onto the Lone Druid there. Earthshaker. With a Sunstrike. There we go.
Oh my goodness, what a play. Triple kill for Invoker. That was such a good tornado meatball combo to set up that fight. Bath lost 4, didn't get any buildings. Meanwhile, Lone Druid goes up here, manages to get one of the racks. So really, really bad for Bath that exchange.
Yeah, we were saying, you know, exactly that was going to happen about 30 seconds before. They needed a plan to try and deal with that. They did TP back. I think they TP'd back on the Earthshaker and maybe bought back on the Disruptor. Did they both buy back? I don't actually know, but both of those heroes end up going down. They did get the Lone Druid, but it's so worth it for that melee racks.
Let's have a look at what a difference that made. Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
it's a 6k swing.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Pretty good for Cambridge.
Yeah, and now they're here to push the mid lane. The Druid does have a buyback, but he doesn't have boosted travel to get in, so they're just going to wait for him to respawn.
I think they can send up the Forged Spirits, just give the tower a little poke. I mean,
Yeah.
if anything, all this is doing, and this is good, is keeping Bath penned in.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, Lone Druid can just walk back in, and the lanes will be nicely pushed, and he can go back to doing what he does best.
Yeah, there was a nice disengage there by Cambridge. I thought that maybe that was the chance for Bath to walk out and find something, find a couple of kills, trap them in, but pretty much perfect disengage. Just everyone walked off in different directions through the jungle down towards the Ancients and get away clean.
Is this going to be an axe on the Lone Druid? Is that what he's working towards?
I have no idea.
It
Does
is
he have
very
anything else?
strong. Now he's just got the point booster, but
Yeah, I guess it must be.
it is extremely good. Send the bear off with no sort of threat to yourself at all. And as it is, Razor stealing damage from this illusion. That's pretty nice.
Yep, and he might actually be able to use it onto the Red King.
Yeah,
He was
here
stuck
it
in a
goes.
kinetic
Red King in
field.
trouble.
So he
Kinetic
will
field.
die twice from
Razor
this, surely.
200 stolen damage is going to whip him.
But they're all just running away.
There's
They've
the
seen the
glimpse.
Invoker coming away. The
Oh
Glitch
wow,
has come back.
they're using a lot of spells here to kill this Red King, and they do. Top lane, of course, is pushing in. They're going to have to go deal with that. They did use a lot there. But
Yeah, they use the Omni Slash and they use a Static Storm. Quite a low cooldown on the Static Storm,
There's
so
the
that was
tusk.
not too bad.
is there a lack of mana? Oh, he'd already used his ult. I guess it's not Wraith King in the first fight, but no Wraith King. He does have a buyback. They're going to have to think, what can they get here? I guess they could maybe get an objective. But, of course, Bear Man doing bear things. Oh, there goes the Evoker. Only catches the Razor. Meatball is going to hit him too. He does pop his blade mail. Fisher. Oh, the snowball is going to go somewhere. Where's
now
this
they're
going?
chasing up the hill.
Four
Is
starts
this
away.
actually
Can
going
they
to cancel?
stop the
Cancel
jump?
the
They do
Juggernaut.
catch him. Oh, this is a disaster for Bath.
And even the
Trying
BKB up
desperately to
onto the
spin out
Tusk
of there.
now, so there's
Meanwhile, on
just
the
no
top lane,
damage
the
being
Bear
done.
Man gets the Rax. Phoenix going in on Druid. There's the Fisher to cancel.
They get
What
the
can they do
Invoker.
here? We got fights all over the place.
And the Witch Doctor with the Aghanims up the hill.
Razor's running for the hills. Earthshaker can't get the Druid. He's trying to run away. There goes the Phoenix Head. They're going to chase him down. Do they have it?
I think they are going to get the
Yep.
Druid here.
But they did lose the Rax, and they lost their Jug and their Disruptor as well. And now Wraith King's back. They're just going to start pushing up the mid. These are some expensive fights for both teams, but I feel like at the moment Cambridge are happy to just pick up a Rax, keep the lanes pushed in, and Bath are going to need to win a fight convincingly in order to push something out.
Yeah, anything that's even close to even here is going to be going in the favour of Cambridge. Obviously, Bath did in the course of those minute and a half. They took out the Wraith King first, and then they got the Druid top and the Invoker mid. They did lose the top range racks. Not that important, but they still haven't taken any racks of their own, and they need to figure out how they're going to do that, and they need to do it fast.
Eva's now on the Phoenix.
There's actually a BKB on the Tusk as well, none on the Wraith King. I guess he feels like he didn't need it.
I think it's good. That means that the Tusk is going to be there to save people, and he's been doing that really well as chasing. Doesn't want to get pushed out of these fights by Fisher and Glimpse. So what he wants to be able to do is pop that BKB, get in that fight, save people with the snowball, re-engage, and get his punch off, of course.
And it actually did a lot in that last fight as well. The fact that they didn't take down the Tusk and they were able to create time for the Witch Dots to get there and throw that ult up the hill. It's a really good pickup on the Tusk this game.
The other thing is, I mean, the spirits slow down your attack speed, right? So that basically you stand there trying to punch for like 30 seconds and never
playing
actually
against
be
an
able to get
Enchantress.
it up. Yeah. So he can BKB and punch.
Just kind of scouting out the pit with a Necro Book here from the Phoenix.
Two big pickups, Razor with the Ags and Invoker with the bots. So that's going to make it pretty scary if Bath lose a fight now. They're going to be facing Lone Druid almost with an Ags and Invoker, of course, with bots. He can be there or thereabouts wherever the fight is.
Phoenix does have a Shivas now, which is a really, really good item onto the Phoenix. The attack slow aura does stay whilst you're in the egg, so that should help. But in general, have we even seen an egg get killed this game?
No,
Have they
actually,
all
I
gone
don't
off?
think we have. I think they have all managed to land. I think Disruptor is a pretty good reason for that. You can always glimpse people away from the egg, keep them in a static field next to the egg while he pops it off in safety. But I think this is whoever gets Roche next. That's going to be very big. Tornado does
up the
catch
hill.
Earthshaker, and he's going to get Meatball force-staffed away and Glimmercape. They're going to just disengage from there.
Yeah, tiny little misplay from the Invoker that the Invoker ended up pushed a little bit out of the range of the people there, but I don't think it'll make too much difference.
Yeah, you go the Neckbook creeps, just scouting things out, trying to deal with those Forge Spirits. Meanwhile, round the back, there's the Wraith King. Who's this TPing in? Oh, it's Jug. What can they do to the Wraith King? Can they pop his ult? Yes, they do. But
first
coming in
one's
from
gone.
the back here, Disruptor managed to force staff himself away. There goes the Neck at the top of the hill. Great Echo Slam in the back catches two. Wraith is
this egg
taking
is
a
gonna
lot
go
of
off, do
damage
so
here
much
from
work.
this
The
Wraith
Omni
King.
Slash
There's
is
the
going
egg, they
through.
walked right up into it. 4 down, Buff only lost the Disruptor. Can they get the Lone Druid? They can catch him, that would be huge. This was a perfect fight for Buff.
Yeah, I don't
Cambridge
think they're
walked
getting
up
away
into
from
it. They
this
get the root. He manages to escape. Fisher as well. Lone Druid will drop here. Huge,
What a
huge
fight.
play from Buff. They got
What a
3
fight from
on the
Buff.
Jug. They total team wipe for Cambridge, and now they can push. Only 1 buyback, and that's on the Witch Doctor, so this should be a lane of racks for Buff.
The bear is still alive. Is this what the Axe does? Does it do this too?
Where's the bear? Yeah, I think it does. This friggin' bear, look at this.
Wow, I didn't know it did that. I knew that it let it attack whilst he wasn't there, but I didn't realize that included when he was dead. They actually need to send
ridiculous.
someone back to defend this.
Yeah, I think they do, but they're going to go for this Rax. There's the fort. This bear is unstoppable. They send back the Earthshaker.
Yeah,
Can they kill this thing? I don't think so.
I think they'll probably be able to kill it with the both of them. The rare does, the raw
No,
does,
he's just pieces.
Okay, yeah.
He's just going to run for it.
and the bot melee has been taken.
Yeah, and they're going to get this mid tower as well. Only Witch Doctor back.
There's only the Lone Druid with buyback, and his bear is already alive, so there's no point using it. And
Yeah.
this is 2 lanes of racks.
This is 2.
5 seconds until the Raid King's up,
Wow.
and they're just going to back out from this.
That fight could not have gone better for Bath.
Yeah, the bear trying to root people and hoping they'll be able to catch it, but I don't think that's going to work. So yeah, Bath just kind of turned the game around with that.
I mean, the egg at the top of the stairs, they sort of walked up to it. Fighting in these kind of areas is perfect for Bath. This is what they want. These kind of tight enclosed areas like this where you can get all your combos down, Disruptor, Phoenix, Echo Slam, of course, which I think there was a big Echo Slam there. That really tipped things in their favor. Huge, huge fight for Bath.
Yeah, all the ults just did so much work. Wraith King at the top of the hill, by the time he was on his 2nd life, you know, Tusk had to come up the hill and help him. The Earthshaker trapped people just around here within range of the egg. So the egg going off and the Omni Slash through that, just Cambridge got it handed to them. Now seeing Abyssal Blade onto the Wraith King. I don't know if this has been revealed yet. I don't think he had that in that last fight.
No, I don't think he did. So, do Cambridge now just think, well, we can win a fight if we just all stick together and don't get picked off? Maybe they're thinking like that. But I think Buff probably fancy their chances at a high ground defense. They've got a lot of ults. Of course, there is always Roshan. So, the game entering big decision for both teams.
I think Cambridge have got to just play a little bit more carefully in terms of having their buybacks. They all got wiped out there and there were no buybacks available. I know there had been 1 or 2 used before, but they need to make sure they save some money for those buybacks, because they could have potentially saved both backs with a number of buybacks there. Just leaving the Lone Druid alive to try and the bear alive to try and push somewhere else is not going to be enough to deter Bath when they've won a fight so
This
convincingly.
Jug is awfully big now, by the
Oh
way.
yeah, he's huge, absolutely huge. He's got the boost of travel.
I think that's the other good thing about the Necro Creep is it gives him something to TP to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was actually a really, really good pickup by the team. And there is an Aegis on the Jug.
Yep, he drops his phase
They
boost.
got to stop this flipping bear. They get the Fisher on it. Can they get there? I think they might be able to. Yeah,
Yeah, they should be able to glimpse it back, right? You can glimpse the bear, I assume so.
I think so. Maybe
Maybe
not.
not, I guess not.
Who knows? Nobody knows. And off the bear goes. Do you think Radiance would have been good on the bear this game, or do you think this is pretty good the way it is?
I don't think it would have made much difference, to be honest. I feel like the main thing that you buy the Radiance for at this point is probably going to be the mischance during the fights. And that's not going to be that powerful at this point. He's been split pushing quite a lot, so I guess he would have been able to split push a bit faster, but I think he built the right way this game. I don't think he made a mistake with how he built.
Yeah, especially because most of Buff's team fight is spell-based, so yeah. Well, this is the time. Buff have Aegis on Jug. They have buybacks as well. He's got a huge amount. Let's see if he can get the job done.
Yep, he's standing at the front lines. He's got so much armor, 34 armor, 2,000 health. He's got an Aegis. He's
got that evasion as well.
Yeah.
He could do a lot here, and there is, oh wow, there's a heart on Razor. So they have got the beat, they've got the spells, they've got the Aegis. Now is their time. Cambridge, of course, still have an extremely strong team fight, especially on high ground. Invoker, Witch Doctor, Wraith King, 2 lives, the Bear, very big as well, so this could be tricky. This is going to be a big old fight. The Jug just goes straight up, starts getting some damage on the tower, spins through that stun. Up goes the Razor, the neck foot creeps too. Phoenix around the back, nice egg, right in the middle. Bear goes down very quickly. Invoker though, manages to take care of the Disruptor. Razor chasing him down, Ghost walks away. Jug just focusing on the buildings. Witch Doctor comes in.
And they've done a lot of damage to his melee racks already.
They are indeed, they are really just focusing down.
And the Echo Slam right on top of the Invoker. He's going to be going down, he does have the buyback, he uses it straight away.
Ulti, doing some work, but Jug is able to run him off. He does get rooted, but he's still taking down buildings. And him and Razor with 140 stolen damage, he's stealing it off from the Wraith King, putting it on the racks.
Are almost gone. Phoenix finishes it off.
That was massive. There goes Wraith King's second life, but look at this, they've only lost the Disruptor. They're all very low on Cambridge's side. They will get the Razor.
Yep,
the Juggernaut, the Razor is
still got the Aegis. Still got the Aegis.
Still have the Aegis. Yeah, they're doing it. They're killing him, but look how long it's taking.
Juggernaut is just chasing after these heroes. He's trying to create some space.
He's just
going to
go for the old TP out.
But the root is there, of
the
course.
Punch cancelled. Well, they're up against Megas. That was great. Send the Jug up, just get him to focus on the buildings.
Yeah, that's almost certainly the game secured by Bath here. Both of the cores do have buybacks, so no matter how fast this push comes, they should be able to defend it. They've got enough left. So
the only thing is, if they could get up here, the Bear will allow them to push quick enough that I think they could just go straight for Throne. They would have a shot at it. It's going to be risky, but the Bear, with the Bear able to munch through buildings, there's always a chance.
So the Mega Creeps are slowly pushing their way down all the lanes here.
But they've got to go for it now. They've got to go for it.
The only chance they've got is to try for a big push here. Hopefully they can force out these buybacks. I don't actually know if they'll be there in time to force out the Razor buyback. Maybe the Juggernaut.
I don't think they will. I really don't think they will. I think they'll just wait.
Look at how long it takes just to kill these Mega Creeps.
Yeah, it is really hard, even with the Maelstrom, even with all the damage that they do. And they've left Lone Druid back here. This is quite good. He can stay back and kind of defend and send in the Bear.
Yeah, nice
Fisher will hold them up.
From the
That's bought enough time. Jug should be back by now, by the time they need him. And this is looking like a bit of an all-in gamble here by Cambridge, but I think that's what they've got to do.
All the ults are ready on the side of the map. The Egg is thrown straight away.
Wraith King.
No, doing no damage to it at all.
Away. Egg is definitely going to pop, just holding them up. Oh, you make it
he's spoken. He's down with no buyback. So is the Witch Doctor. Well. Would you look at that?
Wraith King manages to pick up the Disruptor. He comes back.
That's the game. Bath just took control so hard at the end of that game. We said that they were on a timer. Look at us fools. What do we know? Bath knew exactly what they were doing there. They had such great team fight. And I think a lot of people are going to be happy with that result of the first game. Bath, the dark horse, the underdogs of this game for sure. A lot of people were, certain that Cambridge were going to take it, and now they're one game ahead.
Yep, I think the Phoenix was absolutely massive in that game as well. They were able to get Juggernaut, great hero for these kind of games. So much damage, good survivability. Razor as well turned out to be a really good pick, stole a ton of damage from heroes like Wraith King and the Bear, so really good drafts. I thought it was a really good game. Definitely could have gone either way, but Bath edged it in the end. Impressive.
Yep, that's game one. We're going to be back for game two, I'd say, within 10 minutes, so stick around, guys. Thanks a lot.